Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Peter's Living Room. Glad you could join us tonight. As you probably read in your emails and on the station, tonight's going to be it's about movies. We've got the cast and the director of a new movie that's going to be launched, premiered. What would you call it?
Shot out of a cannon.
Shot out of a cannon?
Yeah,
okay.
That would work.
On June 20th?
On June 18th over at the Florida SuperCon. Yeah.
All right. And we are going to have Bob Golub calling in for a quick little interview, who's got a movie coming out on April 20th. That's why I got the 20th. And so it's about movies tonight. And I want to welcome you. We have here Kurt Donath.
Yes.
Pronounced it right?
Yes, you did.
I have a habit of screwing up last names. Who is the director, co-producer, writer?
Right.
You're like the Woody Allen. You do everything.
I don't really do the acting. I will come in for a cameo, but I don't do the entire insecurity, pill popping.
Well, I got to tell you, when I asked you beforehand if you had your cameo like Hitchcock, the first time I saw Hitchcock do that, I thought that was the greatest thing. That's his trademark.
Which cameo did you see for the first time?
I think it was in Suspicion.
Okay.
Where I believe he walked in front of a cab, like in the 40s. That was it. He just walked across the street.
My favorite was North by Northwest, where he's about to get on a bus and he gets locked off. And he can't take the bus.
Well, you didn't ask me my favorite. You asked me the first one.
Okay.
So, but I think every director has to have their little trademark to their movies. Anyway, enough about Hitchcock. Oh, thank you, sir. We also have Darlene Dingus, who, I said it right?
Yes.
All right. Who plays Lucky Streak. And I should mention the name of the movie is Lucky Streak and the Crime Fighters. New superhero, everybody. Move over Batman, move over Spider-Man, move over Wonder Woman. We've got Lucky Streak coming out soon. Right?
Yes.
All right. Also in the studio, we've got Jan van der Baan.
That's me.
And you play her boyfriend?
No, I'm the boyfriend of
Blue Comet.
Blue Comet. It's been a little while since I've spent time with her. You know, sometimes I don't remember their names. You know?
Too many girlfriends, huh?
Well,
you got to separate reality and the film.
Exactly.
All right. So the one in real life, you don't call her Comet. Come here.
No. And she doesn't wear the costume either.
You got to work on that, right? All right. Also, we have Tom Lehman.
That's it.
And you're the bad guy.
That's right. I am Dr. Darius Dragon.
All right.
The evil mastermind who plans to destroy the world.
And, looking at you, it wasn't that. I bet you he walked in the room and you said, that's the dragon.
Well, it's like me, Tom, and Jan with Corey that edited it. We'd worked on a project before. We had all met up to do a 48-hour project in Miami. And he wasn't initially supposed to be
Killer Deal?
It was Killer Deal, and he wasn't supposed to be the bad guy then. And as we were shooting it, the bad guy didn't show up, and so we told Tom that he had to be the bad guy, and he was awesome as that. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to make another movie, and I'd like you to be the bad guy in this one.
Well, the great thing about acting, it's acting. You get the chance to do something that you don't do in your normal life. Now, I don't know if you are not evil in your real life. But the beauty of it is...
They never proved anything.
Right. Never convicted, huh?
Not convicted.
You've heard of the Lehman Brothers, right?
Yeah. So, Kurt, why don't you give us a little background? I know your company, you're known as the Aberdeen Soldier.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got out of film school about in 2002. And so for a year I was working... as a group sales for a playhouse, and just absolutely hated the job. Loved the people, but hated the job, and just realized.
Keep talking.
If I'm going to use if I'm going to use the film school at all, I should just go and be in business for myself and try to make my own films. And I just kind of fell into meeting the right people. And, here I am now with Corey, with Tom and Jan, and I'm really blessed to be working with them. To do a project like this where you have zero budget.
Yeah.
And it's just four guys out of sheer will making a film.
So it pretty much financed on the credit cards and please just give my people some food.
Exactly. Yeah. And for these guys to be a part of it for like 2 years with me, and to I just can't thank them enough. It's really absolutely like a crazy ride.
All right, so it wasn't literally like eating, sleeping together, and working together, or was it?
No. But it was like
we could take sleeping out of the equation, but you know what I mean.
It was hours of enjoyment.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like
I never slept with them.
It was like 2 years of weekends.
Yeah, it was 2 years of weekends. So it was every weekend was
and a couple of weeknights.
Yeah.
All right. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, for me, it was just I'm watching all these terrific shows like Heroes and terrific movies like X-Men series, and nobody's wearing tights. And I'm like, I grew up, watching Batman and Superman. I'm like, well, where are all the tights? And I just really wanted to bring that back. And for me, another real big issue I had, just being a comic book connoisseur, is that people just kind of catered to make movies to look like movies.
Right.
And I was like, if I'm going to do a comic book movie, I want it to look more like a comic book. So that was where that really came from.
Okay. Well, needless to say, I haven't seen, the movie yet. I did catch you were on YouTube.
Yeah.
And on the website, which we're going to give out in a moment. I thought one thing that you did was partially genius. I mean, you were right on track making this movie as a feature and a serial. Nowadays, I know a few producers out there from your old stomping grounds that are doing almost like a serial, a 7, 8, 10-minute segments that, every couple of weeks they come out with the second, the third, the fourth installment.
It's, we're really, and we talked about this a little earlier, about how everyone's really pushing the content of, like, what you can get on a phone.
Right.
Because everyone's just on the road, and it's just the simplest thing that you do is you're bored, you've got 5-10 minutes, you go on YouTube on your phone, and you just look at videos. And there's just so much demand for content on that, and there's just not enough people that are watching television live anymore, so you're losing your advertisers. And your advertisers are rushing the internet.
Right.
You just have to look at how people are selling anything now. You can't just sell a truck by having a 30-second commercial ad and have it go up a mountain.
Right.
Any car can go up a mountain. You don't need. You're not
I've got a car that could prove that to be a fallacy.
But you know what I mean? Like there's more technology in a car now than there is metal.
Right. Well, the computers on wheels.
Yeah.
And they're becoming bigger computers on wheels.